the canister fired directly at the protesters, and we have also seen, some protesters have also been defiant. They pick the tear gas canisters and throw them back at the police. I must say that it's really chaotic here around the Eagle Square. There's a heavy detachment of security agencies. Around here at the Eagle Square. There's a heavy detachment of security agencies around here at Eagle Square. We are also hearing, you can hear shots being fired, people running.
The situation is a bit tense, but let your camera continue to roll as we get now the reaction of the first PRO to this particular situation. You see what's going on. What's your reaction to this? Police throwing tear gas at protesters. From the report we're getting, some of those protesters now have been injured.
Hello?
I was asking you your reaction to what's going on ground there in the nation's capital, where we understand that police is firing tear gas to disperse protesters, and some of them have now been injured.
We should be mindful of the words we use. There's a difference between protesters and violent trigger people, because for those who have assembled at Eagle Square, I don't think we're expected to have any protester at Eagle Square in the first instance. Let us get it right. Those who have assembled at Eagle Square, they are there for ulterior motive, and the security agencies will not allow such a thing to happen. What are they doing at the Eagle Square in the first instance? And for those who are along the major highways to the airport, we expect them to use the stadium. That is MKO Stadium in Abuja. That is the approved and designated venue for protests in the Federal Capital Territory. So for people to block the highways, I don't think the organizers and those who have come out genuinely to protest would do that kind of a thing. So these people are those that we are saying that we have gathered intelligence that they may likely hijack these protests. And this is what is coming to play now. Because I can see that I've not seen any known faces of those who have indicated interest that they want to do this protest. So those who have mobilized them to come out and run down the system, run down the government, you please call these ones to order, because we will not allow anarchy in any part of this country. But like I said, I still want to reiterate, we are going to engage every situation tactically, diplomatically, and professionally. Every soul of a Nigerian is so important to us. We are not out to kill anybody. We are not out to attack anybody or to injure anybody. But we don't want violence. Once we have violence, the law has stated it clearly. Once a protest has become riotous, there are ways to go about it. We have our rules of engagement, we have standard operating procedure, and we have what the law has clearly said about how to go about riotous assembly.
But there is no indication that these particular protesters were violent. They were heading towards the Eagle Square. You cannot also brand everyone hijackers of this protest. From my view, there are over 100 of them, and they cannot all just be hijackers of this protest.
I know, but what I've said, you got my message clear, was that even if the organizers are there, can they control their followers? Because the way it's going now, I've been told that maybe in Kubazis, they have been vandalizing Nigerians' vehicle, innocent Nigerians who are going on their way. When you do issues like this, you don't picket, you don't force people to join you. Now we have said it, where your right reigns, another person's right starts. So let us be mindful of this. Are they still protesters? Are we to go out and vandalize property, to destroy property, to attack anybody? They have been stoning security agencies. This is not a protest again, for goodness sake. Don't let us bring in unnecessary sentiment or sensationalism about this issue. We need to be realistic. We need to be very objective when we are addressing this issue. So let us mind the words. Those are not at the Eagle Square. They are not to be regarded as protesters. Because in the first instance, we don't expect to see any protesters gathered in that place in the first instance. So I don't know what they are doing there. Perhaps they want to go around down the government and do whatever they want to do. And the security agencies will not allow that. Because that place is not meant for any protest. You can see Lagos, they have been doing what they want to do in Lagos. They are managing Lagos because they are clear-headed and they are not how to handle protests. This is not the protest we expect to have in Nigeria, where those who are even out Don't ask many of them. They don't even know why they are out. We just mobilize them to come out for certain individuals to justify the money they have collected from some agencies to come and run down the system or to jeopardize our security architecture in this country.
But will the police continue to, just a minute, sir, will the police continue to engage the organizers of this protest to let them know the dangers of this?
Well, those who have shown interest and who are mobilizing, I'm sure our officers who are in charge of monitoring, they must have contacted them to see what is happening. And I know many of them are online too. They monitor all these things. But I want to tell you, in sincerity, I doubt if they can control what they have started. Because some of the people that are in the trade on this procession now, I'm sure they are not their members. They are not those that are accredited to come and join us. You don't make open mobilization for such a thing if you don't plan well. I don't think they have planned well for this. Aside from coming on television, coming on radio to mobilize, to just say the government is not doing anything, you want to end bad governance. Have you actually planned for such a protest? And this is what we are seeing now. It's too early to have this. If you are going to have 10 days of rage, quote and unquote, the way they have put it, yeah, it's too early to have it. You have not spent up to 2 hours, and we are having incidences like this. What will happen by the time we clock 10 days of the protest of rage or days of rage? So we be very careful about it, and I think they need to call them to order. Their voices have been heard. So if they still want to continue, they should confine themselves where the government or the commissioners of police in their various states have identified for them to do protests. Every state has its protest ground. They are known. This is the notorious fact. And we don't need to look for unnecessary trouble or create provocation because we want people to see us coming out because we want to drive home our demands. We should just be very careful. We should be professional about what we do, and we should be law-abiding on both sides.
Like you mentioned, I mean, this is just the first day. 9 days left. If they still intend to go through with all of the days, what is the rules or what would be the rules of engagement going forward? And would you have series of meetings with the organizers?
And I speak with you, everybody in the police is monitoring this situation. The IGP is monitoring the situation, and the management team, as a team, is monitoring this situation. We will know the next line of action. But I'm sure commissioners of police in various states, they are competent on what they are doing, and they are in control of their commands. I'm sure they are senior officers and they have been trained. They are assistant officers who know what to do and how to go about whatever they want to do. But like I said, our engagement is to make sure that we don't lose any life and we don't injure anybody. Whatever it is, let us be reasonable enough. Let us be mindful of the fact that we have this country and we hold this country. And we have intelligence that people will infiltrate this protest, and this is what is coming to play now. We can see it. This is just 2 hours to the protest that they want to do for 10 days. And it has been so violent at the beginning. I don't know what becomes this country after the 10 days of the 10 days of rage as the protest has been tagged by Take It Back now. So we want to appeal to leaders who have mobilized these people to please let us talk to our followers who have taken over many of the streets, who have taken over certain national assets, and who are fomenting troubles, who are causing pains, agonies, sorrows, and leaving tears in the minds of other innocent Nigerians who are to enjoy their own rights. For those who have been vandalizing vehicles, please stop this. This is not protest again. It's criminal when you do this, and the law will surely take its course. That's the message from us for now. I need to attend to so many other things. You are going to excuse me. If you still want me, you're going to get back to me. I am available 24 hours to give Nigerians up-to-date information on this protest. But we love this country, and we must love this country. We have no other place to go. In brotherhood, we stand, and in motherhood, we stand. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. The force PRO, Muyiwa Adejobi, definitely will speak to you over and over again in the course of this protest. All right, let's get sight and sound from Borno State.